This is really not about business for me. This is about helping people, holistic practitioners specifically, to heal the world. Yes, when I first started my business, I was all about making money. I was all about Aston Martins and big houses. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. But I realized there was a bigger mission in this world. And I feel like holistic practitioners have the power to help heal the world. And let me illustrate why I feel this way. As many of you know, you see me all happy and bubbly and joyous all the time. But a few years ago, it was never like that. I suffered from anxiety and depression. I would often find myself miserable and wanting to fight everyone who came into my path. Then, one day, I got in such a depression. I just moved to a new state, Las Vegas of all places. I just moved to a new state, and then shortly after, I fell into a depression. I always had like a kind of mind that, when we have those thoughts and we get those negative thoughts in our mind, but some people say leave those thoughts out because they're not true, but I would always believe those thoughts. So those thoughts created some kind of anxiety and depression in me, which led me to go to a psychiatrist. And then I shortly went to a psychiatrist and a psychologist as well. And all they wanted to do was put me on drugs. I don't know what kind of drug it was. It was like 2 weeks that I was on some antidepressant drugs. And I was more depressed than I was getting happy. I was like, these drugs are supposed to make me happy, not sad, and I was still against drugs, but I was depressed. And I had a friend who was like, maybe you need to take these, see if they, help you. So, and during that time, I was just depressed and I went to counseling. And my breaking point for me is when I went to counseling and the therapist, I was crying my eyes out about an issue that was near and dear for me and that I struggled with for a long, long time. And she answered her cell phone right in the middle of our session. She answered her cell phone like she just discredited what I was saying. She didn't care. And I was blown away. Even though I knew that I wasn't in the right mindset, I knew that this wasn't the right way to react to a patient. And I said, this is not the way I want to heal. So I started looking for alternative therapies. Actually, a friend of mine introduced me to a book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It was around the time Oprah had introduced Eckhart Tolle to the world, and he was teaching his spiritual teachings. And I said, wow, this book is really great, and it's helping me get through my gremlins and the demons and everything in my head. So on that journey, I slowly discovered holistic practitioners, and I discovered, Reiki and EFT and neuralistic programming and hypnosis. I discovered so many different things in the holistic professional field, which helped me tremendously with my anxiety and depression issues. And I can credit my joy today to that journey of holistic healing through all the sessions that I did and all the reading that I do. But the challenge is today is that a lot of people don't know the benefit, they don't realize the benefit of holistic healing. They don't realize that it can really help them get out of anxiety and depression. And this is something near and dear to my heart because my sister passed away a year ago, and she also struggled with depression. She was on antidepressant drugs, and she was just a very depressed person. And I remember speaking to her one day, and she was saying, her therapist didn't care about her. And some of my family members looked at her like, how can your therapist not care about you? That's her job. And I understood, I believed her because I've experienced that firsthand, and I knew that that wasn't right. And yes, so my mission here today is to really help you holistic practitioners get your message out into the world. And the best way I know how to do that is through my business, because the truth is people are looking for your services. They just don't know that you exist. So I want to bridge that gap between the mainstream and the holistic healing professional so the people who need you most can get the help that they need so they can know that they don't have to live a life of pain. They don't have to live a life of suffering. But I can't do this alone. So I need your help. And the way that I need your help is to basically let me share your website, let me share your products, let me share your services with my community. And not only that, Let me help you market your business, because when I help you market your business, you're going to be changing one life at a time. And they say, you know, how can we heal the world, right? Because with all this craziness and all this chaos going on in the world, but it takes one person to change the other person's life. And then it could start an effect where it can go into like a downward spiral where everyone gets the healing and support that they need. My mission is to help 1,000 holistic practitioners get their business off the ground and let people know they exist so they can heal the world. And I kind of felt, I was holding back because I've been in business for 6 years. And all the time that I've been in business, I would hire coaches, spend thousands and hundreds of dollars on coaches. And they're like, don't market to holistic practitioners because holistic practitioners don't have any money. And I was like, well, I want to help heal. I want to help save the world. I want to help these holistic practitioners with their businesses. And they were like, well, no. They don't have any money. So of course, me investing in coaches, I'm like, well, these coaches know what they're talking about. They're 6-7 figure business owners. Why don't I just follow the money? You know, I followed the money, but it didn't feed my soul. And now I'm going to be 33 in a few days. And I don't care about money to that degree. Yes, the money is important because it's a tool to help get you to where you need to go. But my mission is more important than dollars in my bank account. My mission is to help you holistic practitioners help somebody get out of their depression, get out of their anxiety, stop their pain, and stop their suffering. So I invite you to join me. So if you're ready to help heal the world and you want to see how you can do that and use your business as a tool to do so, I encourage you to schedule a free 20-minute consultation with me. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want to see where you're at, where you're heading, what you're struggling with, and how I can offer you support. So click on that link below, and I can't wait to talk to you. Talk to you later. Bye.